and welcome back to Reddit Raid, the show where I like to raid Reddit and find the stranger, more bizarre subreddits to look at. And so here we are on Australia memes. Now, I don't know if this is a good one. I just typed in Australian memes and this came up, so we're going to see. I'm going to see if it is any good. So let us begin. Western Sydney teenager starter pack. Yeah, that probably sums it up very well, I think. Yep, pretty much that. Australia is facing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a cycling boom. Advocate. It's a cycling boom, mate. It is a cycling boom. I know you reckon you've changed it, but everyone is out there cycling. Everyone, not just the boomers, the millennials, and the whatever the small ones are called, the zetas or whatever they are. This is how I thought the meeting would have gone. What should we put on the Australian e-coin? Emu? Echidna? Nah, mate. Esky. Chuck the Esky out. Yep, $1 Esky. Can I go down more so you can actually see this? There we are. There we are. Yep, that pretty much sums up Australian culture in one moment. So very nice. Moving on. Odie, who's God tier? Woolworths and Coles trying to shake hands, trying to make up after all this time. IGA looking a bit bizarre in the corner there, and of course Oldie then in the background doing its usual crazy stuff. For those who don't know what Oldie is a German and sells a lot of whack stuff. You can get like snow skis and stuff in Oldie, which, you know, for Americans it's probably not that weird. For Australia we have like fruit, veggies, meat, and that's it, basically, in Coles and Woolworths, and packaged things. But not snow skis. Not snow skis at all. But Oldie comes in from the left of field and, of course, does it. Good on you, Oldie. Next. Country kids whenever someone mentions a small country town in the news. Yep, pretty much. I used to live and grew up in a small country town, and it was very rare. Actually, amazingly enough, once, magpies, for people who don't know what a magpie is, it's a black and white bird that likes to swoop people. Once our magpies in our yard made it to the Channel 7 News for being the most aggressive sweeping magpies in whatever area. I don't know what it was. It made it to the news anyway. These aggressive magpies that would attack people no matter what. And they did. They attacked any bike rider or anyone who went past the house constantly would attack them. They liked us. we befriended them years before. They never swooped us, and we got on quite well indeed. But they hated everyone else, so that's that. That is life. I have the higher ground. Vegemite. Vegemite is pretty good, better than all the other mites. Mighty Mite tried, Pro Mite, all of them, but no. Yeah, here we are, see? Marmite, no. Vegemite, yes. Vegemite for the win. Marmite, not exactly right. Marmite was made by Americans who hated Vegemite. Vegemite was made by Australians who hated things that tasted right. So that's how it went down, and we had no choice. So we ate it, and it's got a lot of salt in it, so it's kind of addictive. So that's why we like Vegemite. But Vegemite then was sold to Americans who continued to make it. And then I think it was sold back to Australians. Whatever, Vegemite is better than Marmite. We know this. Moving on. Everybody gangster to the man build. Shut up. That's a dude from TV who, always does epic things. Next. Looks like frost, but it's spider season in Australia. Yep, that's pretty much it. That ain't frost, guys. That is spiderweb. Spiderweb by crazy little spiders. Yep, that is what we have. You think it's frost? You think it's snow? Nope. In the land down under, we just have spiders that make our snow and frost. Next. Australians when someone mentions Australian. Yeah, pretty much. We've never mentioned in any movie. Never mentioned it all in you know, World War movies or like end of world scenario movies where aliens are attacking and everything else. Everyone gets mentioned, and maybe you get one shot of the Sydney Opera House blowing up or something. That's it. That's it. It's because Australia is always safe. Australia's fine. You think it's dangerous down here. Now it's safe because no one comes down here. It's excellent. When you move up a spot in a handball, knowing that you shouldn't have got it there. Now, I don't know if other countries that played handball like we did, but it is seriously our only pastime at school, handball, and not well, not the official rules, amazing enough. You get a tennis ball and you hit the thing backwards and forwards on the dodgy concrete that has been poured by your local school. And if they miss the ball, you get in the square. It's very, very amazing rules. A very amazing game. I was actually good at it. I was a champion handball player. So, yeah, may suck at actual video games, but handball, I knew what I was doing. Next. I know your Australian friends by pronouncing Vegemite as you would Yosemite. I don't get it because I obviously pronounced Yosemite wrong. Yosemite? Yosemite? Yeah, whatever. It's that national park. I don't know. I pronounce everything as Vegemite dictates. Over 1 million Australians have downloaded our surveillance app. I meant to say health monitoring app. How do you edit a tweet? Yep, that's our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister making an app that I don't think anyone wanted. I reckon it was just Scott Moe sitting in a room pressing the button over and over to pretend that Australians actually could be bothered downloading the app. I don't like this meme because you can barely read it. Let's see. The Australian list of the bucket list of Australia. Okay, beat the British. We can see them in a bit. Okay, beat the British. Have an awesome accent. Be a continent. Live upside down. Have simple, iconic foods. Make up words. Win 2 world wars. Do better than New Zealand. Make up a sport. Have over 20 million people. Win a war against animals. Yeah, we lost that one. We lost that one, indeed. But you know, they're a bit tough buggers. You have to understand. The emus are tough little fellas, and you gotta realize this. Next, so a woman in Australia found one of the biggest huntsman spiders ever recorded. I doubt it was that big. I doubt, but you never know. They're usually about yay big. Is the sort of size they are. This one looks a bit bigger. Bit bigger than you would say. Create new word. Yes, Minecraft. Get out of that world. Get out while you can. First day back to school after quarantine, when your kid pulls homework out of the bag. I was chatting to a mate of mine the other day about this. He was at home teaching kindy, which is the first possible thing you can do other than preschool. And yeah, he was not enjoying it. He said it was very, very hard. Not so much the work, I would imagine, but the actual process. So yeah, that probably does make sense for people who have little tykes. Okay, Australia 2020 recapped by Homer. Australia looking mighty fine. Droughts, bushfires, smoke, floods. Let's come on holiday. Yeah. 7 of cricket. Yeah, thousands of homes, wildlife have been obliterated. COVID-19. Yep. 2020. Yep. Pubs shut. Unemployment. Sports cancelled. No travel. Rent. Yep. That pretty much sums up Australia at the moment. Pretty much accurate. Anywhere else on Earth sees giant snakes, screams, run. Australia, oh Frank, help me throw snake out. Look, you got to do what you got to do. You got to survive somehow, and you got to get them back into the wild, get them released and free. And so that is what that is. That is what that is. Australia first China, we will stop trade if you investigate us. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Australia is basically founded as a prison colony and never quite left that status. We are always subservient to someone, if not the British, then America, then China. That's the way we roll. We'll be probably better off with America, but you know, I'm not in government, so that's that. Crikey. Australian American movies. Yeah, pretty much that. However, an awful lot of Australia is actually this. Like the majority of Australia is this. Like by far the majority. I don't even live in the city. I live closer to this, but actual plants as opposed to grass. Well, grass is a plant, but you get what I mean. But a lot of people do live in this. You can't see where my arrow is, but you get my point. So yeah. Yeah. Milo is the answer to anti-gravity. Nothing can break the laws of physics. Milo, yeah, Milo is a bit like that, a bit crazy. Milo's kind of like a weird sort of substitute for hot chocolate that we've got cracking on down here. Congratulations, you successfully made it to the end of April 2020. Welcome to level 5 of Jumanji. Yep. Oh, aren't we all a bunch of well-behaved primary school students? Thanks, Principal ScoMo, you condescending git. Yep, pretty much, as Australian Prime Minister literally told us we'd all be good boys and girls for chilling out in our homes, or as quoted as Australians have earned an early mark. With planning to ease restrictions. We were good kids. So Prime Minister told us we'd earned an early mark. We could now go back to the pubs. It was very nice of him. Very nice, and in no way condescending at all. At all. Excuse me, why the F is that sausage wrapped in a dodgy white bread and not a bun? Bunnings barbecue snag. I don't understand anything in that sentence except for my own name and barbecue. Yep, that's our local hardware store. Chucks a sausage in a bit of bread. Can't have onions though, because some twit slipped on an onion once a couple of years back, so onions were banned across Australia at the local barbecues. No. Just no, I don't get it. What's your problem? It's a normal sized mosquito and cannot remotely understand what your issue with it is. Peter, I said F off. I have to download this app 1 million times by tomorrow. See, it's what I said. It's what I said. That is literally what Prime Minister was doing with that dodgy app. A small town in New South Wales starter pack. Sigilmain Road, where all shops are located. Yep. The main street in my local town when I grew up was amazing enough called Main Street. Very original. We're great at naming things in this country. Coles, Liquorland, McDonald's, yeah, Woolworths. Yep, and a church. Yeah, that's pretty much. Town lane name probably has the letter W or O in it and ends with a or. That's a bit too accurate, I think. That is a bit too accurate and true. Next. Boat giveaway today. I downloaded the app and won the speed boat. These are all just about no one wanting to download that app, I think. Can relate. NBN loading. Yeah, National Broadband Network doesn't really work. The internet sucks. Except for here. The internet's not too bad here, but it sucks in a lot of Australia, so yeah. It's times like these that I've learned to appreciate the simple things in life, like cars with drink holders designed for Australians. Yeah, I don't know why we've got everything in cartons. It's kind of odd, but we do that. We do like cartons. They're very nice. They're nice square cartons. Oh yeah. Virgin's new owner taking in a different direction. Bunnings is the place with the sausage sizzle. So if Bunnings were to buy Virgin Airlines, which is one of our two main airlines out here, that would be hilarious. They probably would. They're pretty crazy. Okay, you know it to be true. I fear no man. Oh, see, this is what I said. It's the magpie. Yep, I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Yep, a lot of people freak out by the magpies, but magpies recognize you. You befriend the magpies, you make them your allies, and then you're perfectly fine because they recognize you for life and they live a fair while. So yeah, do that if ever you're in Australia, but watch your eyes because they can. Yep, and that's not very pleasant. Amazingly enough. Next, finally, some true bipartisanship. F off, I'm not downloading that app. Greens voters, they're like left. Labour voters, also left. Privacy advocates, people with dodgy phones. Barnaby Joyce. Barnaby Joyce is our ex deputy prime minister. Libertarians, boomers who can't download apps. One Nation, they're sort of our right-wing party. Right-wingers, well, they're definitely our right-wing party. And conspiracy theorists. Pretty much. You know what? I literally don't know a single person who wanted to. Actually, yes, I do. I know one person who wanted to download the app, and to be fair, she's not exactly whatever the word would be, not exactly on the level. So there you have it. No one wanted that app. No one at all. Yet someone downloaded it. Someone out there in the woods downloaded the app a few million times. So there you have it. Yeah, have it. Can we stop and get some toilet paper, Mum? We have toilet paper at home. Yeah, there was a rather big run on toilet paper out here. It's like people thought, let's see, you know, if the world's going to end, we need to stock up on supplies. We need to stock up on supplies to keep ourselves alive. You know, the world's ending. So what do we need? Do we need food? No. Do we need water? No. Filtering devices? No. What we need is we need toilet paper. There's actually a psychological reason why I'm sure they all grabbed it, most likely due to the fact that it's easy to grab a ton of it, stick it in a trolley, and feel like you're prepared. So there you have it. Next. Coming soon to an app near you, the long-awaited reboot of George Orwell's hit story, 1984, 2024. Scott Moe is watching you. Scott Moe. Yep. I said, do you speak my language? And she just smiled and handed me a Vegemite sandwich. Yep. That is generally the gist when we go around the world. We are just greeted with Vegemite and yeah, let loose. And that is basically all there is to it. Next. Okay, the Australian Federal Police, who tweet a lot of stuff all the time. I hate being stuck inside because of coronavirus. Okay, whining, boring. Selfish. I have sworn an oath of solitude. I've sworn an oath of solitude to protect mankind. Oh yes. Heroic makes it sound like you have an impressive vocabulary. And more time to play Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Australian Federal Police Force right there. For the first time ever you got any more of that exercise. Yeah, that's all we're allowed to do. Go out and exercise and then come back in. Unless you're an essential worker. If you're an essential worker, which basically, according to our Prime Minister, meant any worker that works, who they have it banned from working, means you keep working. So that's that. The 13 districts of Australia Hunger Games districts announced. Okay, I have to see this. What are we in? Okay, District 9, District 13, excellent. District 10. District 1, yeah, okay. The Wilds District 2. I can't remember. I try to remember Hunger Games. Is the District 1 is the best, I believe. Well, this post was definitely made by a no, I can't get down more. There we go. This post was This post was definitely made by a Tasmanian, which was the joke, but I couldn't get it right. I couldn't get down. Virgin Australia once again asking for your support. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think they gave it to him though, so that happens. Okay, finally the health. Yeah, we have a health star rating in Australia to let us know if something's healthy, because apparently we can't work out whether, you know, a box of chocolates or, you know, an apple is the same equivalent health thing. So yeah, finally the health star rating. People have come to their senses. 5 stars. Yep. Okay. Well, we need a new health star rating, I guess. Okay. Sorry. I like this one. Yep. Yep. So to give you an idea how stuffed Australia's post is right now with Corona, I paid for 1 to 2 days shipping, and the item is 30 kilometers from me. The estimated delivery date is 5 days away. The average speed of a turtle is 0.274 kilometers an hour. It will take a turtle 4.6 days to reach me. An effing turtle. So there you are. A turtle would actually be quicker than Australian Post at the moment. Very nice indeed. Aussies, they eat American brand of lollies. Look at me, I am American now. I am the American. I am. When the People's Liberation Army invaded you in your backyard camping trip. Me, Mum, can we have Nutella? Mum, no, we have Nutella at home. Nutella at home, Vegemite. Yep. Oh, God. Yeah, Australians did this because they were all bored witless with what they were doing at home. People are making midnight in Australia, suburbia, fence bin isolation outing. So they dressed up as weird things and went to the bin. That's pretty much it. I think that's it for this Reddit, whatever this Reddit was called, Australian memes. I'm over it. Yeah, Australian memes. Yep. So that is it for Reddit Raid. Until next time, until next week, until when I do this again. Goodbye. So long. Good luck and adios.
I used to dream of selling out every show, play it loud and make the people get low, and I like it. I like how it sounds.